Some of you watching this video have played a game of chess, or perhaps some of you may have just heard of a game called chess. It's a board game basically. Well, for starters, for those of you who may not have an idea, the whole aim of chess is to defeat or to checkmate your opponent through a checkmate. And you do this by pushing your pieces on a board. And usually you don't just push these pieces anyhow. You make well calculated moves, and all these moves are intended at checkmating or defeating your opponent. Now you may be wondering, why am I talking about chess? Now imagine you're a business owner. Doesn't matter whether it's a small business, medium-sized business, or a large business. As a business owner, you make certain decisions that will make sure that you understand where your business is, the current position of your business in terms of profitability, in terms of performance, and also you make comparisons to the past performances. And also, as a business owner, you also make certain projections where you want to be, and you make these decisions, or you get to have these insights through very important documents, which are in finance or in business are called financial statements. Now, financial statements really are very, very critical in business. And it doesn't matter whether you're a business owner, you're an employee, you're an investor, you're an analyst. Financial statements are really, really, really important. And it's important that you get to have a basic idea. You may not really be in the finance department or accounts department, but it's important that you get to have an idea of how to understand and interpret the information that is on the financial statements. In most cases, they're used on a daily basis, really, depending on the level at which you're operating. But if you're a business owner or you're a manager, you may just want to look at them on a weekly basis or sometimes monthly basis. We have income statements, we have the balance sheet, and other forms of financial statements. Now, why are they so important? Because it's difficult to make credible decisions in business or even in non-profit organizations without financially supporting those decisions. If you have to make a financial decision, a credible one for that matter, you really have to make sure that you can back it up and defend it, with credible information. And that information usually is obtained from financial statements. Maybe the cash flows are low, you want to increase them. By observing the figures or the amounts on the financial statements, you'll be able to make that particular decision to say, okay, I think this profit here needs to be adjusted or needs to be maximized, or we need to do A, B, C, D. Or I think these expenses are not necessary. We don't really need to buy this Lamborghini here. This is just luxurious. It's not doing any good to our company or to my firm or to whatever it is. So you get to do this through the analysis or observation of the information that is on the financial statement. You may be an investor and you want to invest in an organization. You go online. The first thing that you want to do is to see how this company or the firm is performing financially. You just don't want to throw your money in an organization where you know that this organization is not profitable, it's loss making, or it's not properly managed, and things like that. So the first thing you do a little survey. You have a little bit of money to invest. You do a survey, take a look at financial statements, and some of these figures that you get to see on these financial statements, you don't really need an expert to explain to you. You can just observe the trend how this company has performed. You compare to the previous periods, the current period, the profit margins, and you generally be able to make a decision. So okay, this, I think this company is profitable, it's headed in this direction, I think I wouldn't mind putting my money in here. Then from there you can move forward to engage now professionals who can give you now that professional advice in terms of these investments. But it's important that on your own, it's really important that you get to understand at least the basics of these financial statements. And for students of finance or business courses, uh, these are really the fundamentals that you're going to need to know. If you're going to take any financial courses, you really need to get to know statements like the income statements, the balance sheet, statements of changes in owner's equity, and all those things. Then as you progress along the way, you'll find that it will be much easier for you to understand even other concepts such as the net present value of money, capital structures, and stocks and bonds and things like that. So I would encourage you to really take an interest if you're a business owner, small or large, or you're a manager of a certain company. You take interest in getting to have some basics of the financial statements, understanding of the financial statements, because when you do, you'll be able to make credible decisions based on valid information. And the beauty is that there are various platforms online now where you can actually take a simple course, a short course, even just on financial statements. There are platforms like Coursera, there's Khan Academy. There are so many really. You can do a Google search and go for one that you think would be good for you. Some of them, they even give you a certificate. You can be certified in financial statements analysis and things like that, just to really give you an edge, just a push, so that you really whenever you make financial decisions, they are backed up by credible information, something that has been analyzed, something that really will make business sense.